Hi, I'm Father David, and today we're going to look at some different images and statues of St. Anthony of Padua, all from different times and different places. I'm going to talk to you about some of the images out here on the garden, and then we're going to go over to the National Shrine of St. Anthony, which is in the Church of St. Francis here in New York City. So, come on, follow me. Let's take a walk around. This beautiful white statue here, done in granite, is outside the Friar's Garden, and it's a very 1960s image of St. Anthony. It's very modern, very smooth lines, and it strongly symbolizes St. Anthony's care for the poor. You can see this by the way Anthony is reaching down to the child who symbolizes all those who are poor, and he's handing the boy a piece of bread. So this is again what we spoke about before, St. Anthony's Bread for the Poor, a charity of the Franciscans that supplies the poor with food. So this beautiful statue, I think, really epitomizes St. Anthony's great love for the poor and the desperate. Now this piece here is very interesting. It's more of a modern image of St. Anthony, and it is painted, as you can see, actually on a piece of wood. It's very elegant. And yet in some ways it's very jarring because there's gold surrounding St. Anthony, almost as if it's an icon. And we don't often see this very powerful and very courageous kind of preacher, a modern kind of fighter who almost steps forward, almost jumping right out of the wood. As you can see though, there are the traditional symbols of the lily and the baby and the book over here. So you can see those traditional elements of the standard image of St. Anthony of Padua. It's a wonderful piece. It's a very serene piece, as you can see in the faces of the baby and of St. Anthony. So this piece is a very more modern piece and a very striking and a different kind of piece on the image of St. Anthony and the infant Jesus. This image that we're looking at right now is from the 1930s, and it was done by Richard Chambers, who was an artist who did a lot of work on St. Anthony, especially for St. Anthony's Guild. This one is also very tender and soft in its portrayal of Jesus reaching up to St. Anthony and stroking his cheek. There's also a lot of powerful movement in this painting, as you can see Anthony almost like hugging Jesus so close to him. It reminds me of how we reach out to St. Anthony and ask him to help us in so many different ways. This Chambers painting is housed at St. Anthony's Guild with a variety of other paintings that Richard did, paintings of St. Francis as well as St. Anthony. In this beautiful statue here, we see the infant Jesus in the arms of St. Anthony. And the infant Jesus here is tenderly touching the cheek of St. Anthony. This is my favorite statue of the saint. I think it really shows the tenderness of Jesus Christ and also the gentleness of St. Anthony. This piece here is a beautiful replica of a painting that is in the city of Cusco in Peru. And you can see that there are different things that bring about the memories of the indigenous people of Peru, such as all the flowers that are on the robe of St. Anthony. You can also see that St. Anthony is looking at the baby, but the child Jesus is looking out at you and me, kind of challenging us to be one with God. This painting was brought here by Father Mario, who is from Peru originally and was a gift from his mother. And she would be happy to know that this painting is among us now. You can see the brilliant colors, which are just beautiful, the way it stands out, and of course, the beautiful frame that enshrines St. Anthony and the infant Jesus. Welcome to the National Shrine of St. Anthony here in the center of New York City. We are housed within the Church of St. Francis. This statue here is the main statue of St. Anthony here at the National Shrine. And it's a life-size, beautiful statue. It's very, very old. And you can feel the strength of St. Anthony and the love of the child Jesus in his arms. This is a replica of St. Anthony and the child Jesus that contains all of the various symbols that we see and that we've spoken about. So here you have the infant on the book, so that the infant is a symbol of the Word of God that comes from the Gospels, from the Scriptures. It is Jesus, the Word made flesh. And then he has a lily in his arms here, which is symbolic of purity and also single-mindedness in the love of God. And then we have St. Anthony here, very strongly in his face, which would be the strength of St. Anthony in terms of the faith. So this statue kind of has all of it together, all of the symbols, except the symbol of the bread and St. Anthony bread for the poor. And there are different images, as we've seen, where some of the images have all of the symbols, some of them only have one or two. But this one has the lily, the book, and of course the infant Jesus. We're here on the other side of the shrine of St. Anthony that is housed in the Church of St. Francis. I'm here now in front of a replica of St. Anthony after death laid out in the tomb. And as you know, St. Anthony's tomb was opened decades later. We'll always hear more about those kinds of things. But there are different images, such as this one in repose of death, or other images which he's very much alive, and they're all symbolic. It's important to look at different images of St. Anthony because each one is trying to show us a different characteristic, strength, or value that we take into our lives from this particular image of the saint. My friends, remember, these images only lead us deeper into the life of St. Anthony so that our lives can be more like his and his great love of God.